geldi. Ayva! Analar bakın oğlum. Oğlum. Ayva! 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 Allahu Ekber. Allah!
Yo, what's up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing good. Today, we're gonna go into the random side. Strap into your seats. Let's go. Yeah, that cloud, it definitely have a spaceship inside of it.
This is one of the homes that survived the Pasadena wildfire, and the owner of this home also has one in the back. One of them burnt and one of them didn't. Check this shit out.
I talked to the owner of this house right here in Pasadena. I talked to the owner. The owner does not have a smart meter on this house, on the front part of his house.
Smart meter.
There's no smart meter. The back house is the part of the house that had the smart meter, and everything in the back of his house is burnt. No smart meter. Smart meter.
So I go research this shit, and then I came across this video about a retired engineer refusing to let the state install a smart meter on his home. Check this out.
It's obvious Norbert Slowinski does not want Duquesne Light to install a so-called smart meter on his property. So you've essentially put a chain on your meter.
Yes.
The retired mechanical engineer says smart meters are dangerous.
The smart meter is not safe
Listen what he
for the following
say.
reasons. Again, it emits high frequency radio waves, and you don't feel them, you don't know about them, but they penetrate your body and they can cause health problems later on. My bedroom is right next door, and it will emit high frequency waves, so I'm worried about my health and my children's health. They catch fire because there's very high voltage inside.
You heard what he said on that last part. I'm gonna drop a part 2 showing y'all who owns all of those smart meters in those areas that burn. Until then, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
My heart goes out to all the people that lost everything in those fires. And to me, that is all by design. Those smart cities, I'm not so sure they're gonna benefit most of y'all. For the record, I am not against advanced cities. As long as they treat everybody equally, they're not forcing you to do anything you don't want to do.
Check this out. You ever hear about mouth tape, bro? No. So the rich and famous people are using mouth tape to help them sleep at night. But they don't want you to know the secret truth as to why it is so good for your health. This is crazy. It improves your cognitive function and overall health.
I've actually bought tape to help, like, make sure I'm not a mouth.
I have it. I sleep with it.
I tried it for a week and I already feel the benefits. If you want to grab yours, click beneath the arrow below and improve your healthcare today.
The nasal breathing stuff that you do, taping your mouth shut, all of that, how's that been helping you as far as sleeping, jiu-jitsu, fitness, etc.?
Maybe the #1 biggest change that I've made in my life that's improved all the other metrics that I would track that to see if something is worth keeping kind of in my daily routine or keeping within my training. And I immediately noticed a huge difference. That little bit of a difference over the course of 2-3 months, it definitely adds up. In the deficit that I was in for those couple months, I brought the mouth tape back in, and then sure enough, immediately started sleeping better, was staying asleep longer. I have an app on my phone that it gives you like a quality of sleep reading. I slept great, and it said I had a good reading.
I sleep like a baby without tape. Let me hear if it works for you. Yeah, I guess that works. I mean, you're exhausting yourself, so of course you're gonna feel relaxed afterwards.
Ich weiß nicht, was das ist. Guck aus dem Fenster, dann siehst du es. Aber das ist voll langsam. Das ist schon groß.
Das ist wieder eine Werbung. Guck mal, wie es aussieht. Das ist eine Werbung. Wahrscheinlich ein Flugzeug. Guck mal.
Ich kann es nicht mehr ran.
Schade.
Das kann sein.
Haven't we seen a sphere like that landing on an airport recently? Some would say CGI. What do you think?
A new invisibility technology in textiles has emerged, and it's truly incredible. This technology is starting to become more widely available, and it is now being used to make blankets. I also shared a video where they are now making suits with this technology. It's amazing to see how fast progress is being made. The blanket is almost invisible, hiding nearly everything. Of course, there are still slight imperfections, such as shadows visible on the folds of the fabric, but we are getting closer to a very effective result. This blanket costs only $500, which is quite affordable for such technology. Over time, this innovation will become even more widespread and the prices will drop. For playing pranks, this blanket could be really fun. For example, at work, you could use it to avoid your boss when they want to reprimand you. Or, if your wife wants to scold you, you could hide under this blanket on the couch. For now, this technology is only available in Asia, but it will soon arrive in Europe. I'll keep you updated on the progress of the project. Thanks for following me, it's great fun. Don't hesitate to share my videos with your friends.
This is the invisibility shield. It's going to allow you to blend in from a distance. These shields perform at their absolute best against a uniform background such as foliage, grass, rendered wall, sand, sky, and asphalt. Backgrounds with defined horizontal lines work really well too. Each shield uses a precision-engineered lens array to direct much of the light reflected from the subject away from the observer, sending it sideways across the face of the shield to the right and left. Fascinating technology nonetheless. It feels weird calling a piece of plastic technology, but it really isn't a piece of plastic. This is finely precision engineered plastic.
Now you know why you can't see the gigantic platforms up in the sky that your governments have built. With your money.
How come nobody's talking about the dragons that these scientists created? This was in Beijing. They were genetically cloned and brought back by scientists. You see, early last year, they had found a dragon corpse. It was in the Taimoshan Mountains. It had been there frozen for over 10,000 years and still had preserved scales, claws, and skin. Now it's clear they wanted to start cloning fast because already this year, the researchers have gone straight to work. They took the DNA they found on the dragon and combining it with lizards alive today, like leopard geckos, bearded dragons, and Komodo dragons. This is creating whole new species of dragons with wings and all. But this is where things get scary. But before I continue, don't these things look cute as heck? Like, don't you just want one as a pet? Say if you snuck in the lab and stole one, and then you were caught and they put you in jail. Your third act has to sneak in and come break you out. Who is it? Let me know. And let me know if you're doomed or not. But back to the scary part. All of this was found out because it was leaked in an email a hacker intercepted that was being sent to the government. In the email, it reports that one of the dragons that was spliced with a Komodo dragon had developed a toxic venom. And when it bit one of the scientists, he started to go rabid in a zombie-like state, trying to bite other scientists and pass on the venom. Luckily, none were bitten, but they're holding the scientists in a locked, safe room. Could this be how the zombie outbreak happens?
Anybody else believe in dragons? Then welcome to the club. I think they're just hibernating, coming up every 1,000 years or so. It's gonna be interesting when they do.
What happens if you meditate every day for the next 6 months? In 2 days, you'll start feeling calmer. In 2 weeks, your brain fog will disappear. In 1 month, you'll feel present in the moment. In 3 months, you'll have sheer focus. In 6 months, you'll be a different person.
When you stop thinking, there's a wonderful thing that happens in the brain when we become nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, no time. That's the moment where we shut the mechanism down of thinking. And by focusing on nothing, on space, there's a recalibration of the nervous system back to more order, back to more wholeness, back to more oneness. And the closer you get to singularity, to source, to oneness, to wholeness, to absolute, whatever you want to call that, and you're creating from the field instead of from matter, every thought in the quantum produces a frequency. So the thought of your wealth in the quantum should produce the frequency or the feeling of abundance. And if you can experience the feeling of that ahead of the actual event, you're beginning to change information in the field. Keep doing that. Thought objectifies and conditions reality. So you create a thought form, and in time, all of a sudden, you start having these synchronicities and these outcomes in your life.
Have you ever gained something or won something that made you happy? Keep that feeling in your mind and see what happens.
Sleep paralysis is actually a gift. So if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night or during a nap and you cannot move, you can't really breathe, like a demon is sitting on your chest, you're hallucinating, maybe seeing witches or demons or shadow people, there's actually a way to unlock this for you, and it's a gateway to astral projection and a lot of other cool stuff. So there's an interview by Joey Badass about sleep paralysis as the gateway to astral projection. This changed my life. And this knowledge is, it takes some work. Like, it's not like you're gonna hear this and automatically it'll switch. I mean, it actually could, but you also have to train your brain. So in the video, he goes on to say that when you have sleep paralysis, you might see a witch lady or demon lady, you can't move, you're frozen, right? You feel like you might be dying. And then he goes on to say it's actually a gift, and here's why. So he says, you know what the next step is? The next step is, after you can't move or can't breathe, you relax into it, you calm down, and all of a sudden, you're out of your body. And crazy enough, just to give you guys some proof, I'm plagued with sleep paralysis, and after I watched this video, coincidentally, I was going to the Monroe Institute 2 years ago to learn the gateway process, which is where they train your consciousness, you can go out of your body, and I had never done that. I had sleep paralysis on the plane going to the Monroe Institute. I relaxed into it, and as I relaxed, I came out of my body like I was a mist. And then I knew that my body was back there, and I started to think, oh my God, I'm in a plane, I'm gonna get lost, like I can't be doing this. And then I went back into my body. It's also really funny because in this video, when he talks about how you move out of your body in sleep paralysis and that it's not a demonic thing, that we just think it's a demonic thing because our minds play tricks on us, which basically when you have sleep paralysis and you're in that realm of the mind or that dream state, your beliefs hold a lot in what you see. So if you think it's going to be a demonic or bad experience, it will be. Or your mind will go into survival mode and panic, so you see some of those things. But the second, I guess, you train your brain to not be scared, which is hard, you can have these amazing experiences. And he chuckles and he goes, oh, the government definitely doesn't want you to know that, which... And I've actually heard, I'm not even being cray-cray right now, that maybe I am, but the government does have a list and follows people who astral project. If that's true, that's cool. And it means we're onto something. He then laughs and talks about how he literally at any time he wants can just like fly off his balcony and do what's called remote viewing. So this guy, this is one of many. Russell Targ was part of the Stargate program, I think, for the CIA, and wrote a book about remote viewing. He is a legend. One of the many books is called A Limitless Mind, A Guide to Remote Viewing and Transformation of Consciousness. In this, basically he talks about remote viewing and how you can view, what this guy says too, when you astral project, you can go remote view your friend Jamie in bed, or you can go fly above your town and see what's going on. Like, these are real things. People in the government were trained to do it. There's a movie called Men Who Stare at Goats that's about the government program with George Clooney, I think. Anyway, I don't want to ruin the whole video. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. Literally just type in that and you'll find it. But I just wanted to unlock sleep paralysis for you guys, because if you're like me, you're terrified of it. And I literally thought I was going to die in my sleep one day. Fear can kill. But when you realize that a lot of these things they portray in the media to be demonic, just like they portray things that are the divine feminine or magic to be demonic, once you realize that there's like, that's just a word and a label, and these things are gifts and they have like multi-dimensional aspects and meanings and mystical properties. Like, we live in a world of magic, guys. Of course no one wants you to know that. Then it's hard to keep control of anyone. But once you know that, your world will unlock. Like, start questioning what you've been taught and what you believe and where the fear comes from. You will unlock a magical world. Astral projection, lucid dreaming, and remote viewing, and controlling part of your reality, because there's something that also controls back, which I'll talk about another time. It's called plasma. Those of you who know. But yeah, like, there's good and bad, but then there's above that, where there's like a rainbow, or gray, or both. There's stuff above good and evil, guys. Like, there's a reason we're all like, oh, good, oh, evil. Well, guess what? What about like multidimensional, interdimensional magic? I bet they don't want that mainstream. I'm being so conspiracy. I'm like, they. But seriously, empower yourself. Start asking questions, get curious. I'm done. Love you. Bye.
You have been lied to about the nature of early mornings, specifically times between 3 and 5 a.m. This period of time is called the ambrosial hour. It contains an energetic boost for us humans. This is the reason why you sometimes randomly wake up in the morning with no alarm or distractions or loud noises. Your soul is trying to get you to harness the energy available at this time period and use it to become the conscious creator of your existence and reality. During this period, the world between our realm and other realms of your existence.
Sounds interesting. Maybe we should try that. Put it down in the comments and see if it worked for you.
The dead internet theory. So how the internet died in 2016, and now everything you see on the internet is AI generated, like generated comments, generated videos, generated pictures, right? So there's a guy named Destiny. He goes on stream and he was like his schizo arc, because he was going so crazy once he started going on Facebook and searching up these people, right?
Yeah.
He goes on like random people's accounts and saying, he's like, yo, this person has a picture of himself, but that's actually not him. That's an AI generated picture of some other person. And it's true because it is an AI, because when you search it up, it doesn't go into any, like when you reverse Google search it, that's actually not a person.
Damn.
But you see that person on other people's pictures. It's weird.
So you're saying there's a set amount of people, and then after 2016,
everything is now AI'd.
Everything is just generated by the simulation.
So like how you said now we're already here.
Yeah.
Now we've been doing, like, they've been having this in motion, and now we actually are here. Like,
you're not using torrent browser or something like that. You're not actually accessing the real internet. They call it the dark web just to scare you off and not to go there. because there is where the real information is. What you need to understand is that the world is a dark place, but the truth will set you free if you're willing to go out of your comfort zone.
The Philadelphia Experiment. Have you heard about the Philadelphia Experiment? An alleged military operation during World War II. The story is fascinating. It's believed the US Navy tried to make a warship invisible. Imagine, a disappearing ship. The USS Eldridge is said to be the test subject. According to rumors, they used powerful electromagnets. The goal? To bend light around the ship, making it vanish. But it's more than just a vanishing act. Some say the ship teleported from Philadelphia to Virginia. Sounds like science fiction, right? Despite official denials, the story endures. The Philadelphia Experiment, a captivating blend of history and mystery.
Electricity and magnetism, frequencies and vibrations. That's the key to anti-gravity levitations.
What is the God frequency?
963 hertz. 9 plus 6 plus 3, that's 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. The whole set of these numbers, pretty much like, think of it, 432, 4 plus 3 plus 2, 9. 7920, 7 plus 9 plus 2, 18. Look at the yugas. I said 864,000 for the Dwapara Yuga. 8 plus 6 plus 4, 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. The Treta Yuga, 1,296,000. So 1 plus 2 plus 9 plus 6, 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Over and over again.
I captured it on my home security camera and went outside to see if I could see or feel anything. If you observe, this energy comes towards me and seems to be exploring me. I felt a very strong energy when I was around my back area. I like to believe that it's someone from my star family, but I really have no idea who, what, or why they were outside my house for several hours.
That is just cool all in itself.
Here's what occult symbols really mean. First, we have the all-seeing eye, and this is found everywhere, even on our money. It's a symbol of enlightenment and knowledge, but if you look deeper, you'll find that it represents the awakening consciousness of the universe itself. The pentagram is a 5-pointed star, often associated with magic. 4 of the points represent the material elements of earth, air, fire, and water. The top represents spirit, symbolizing the power of spirit over matter. The Ouroboros is a serpent eating its own tail that symbolizes eternity and the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, and the idea that the end of one universe is the beginning of a new one. The inverted cross is usually thought to be an evil symbol, but it actually represents St. Peter's crucifixion and is really a symbol of faith. The hexagram is composed of 2 triangles pointing in opposite directions. It's a powerful symbol in occultism, representing the union of opposites and balance in the universe. Finally, the unicursal hexagram has a similar meaning, except that instead of using 2 triangles, it's drawn with a single line, transforming it from a symbol of duality to unity.
Symbolism is a powerful thing. All the elites use them for their benefits. If you want benefits of your own, you really need to start researching them and see what kind of symbols are going to benefit you.
What if the air around you was filled with microscopic sensors, gathering data invisibly? Enter smart dust, a groundbreaking technology that seems straight out of science fiction. These tiny devices, no bigger than a grain of sand, are designed to collect and transmit data wirelessly. Smart dust consists of miniaturized sensors, robots, or other devices that can detect light, temperature, vibration, magnetism, or chemicals. They communicate the gathered information back to a central system using radio frequencies. Imagine sprinkling these tiny particles over a crop field to monitor soil moisture, or deploying them in a bustling city to track pollution levels in real time. The process involves manufacturing these sensors at a microscopic scale, embedding them with wireless communication capabilities, and dispersing them in the desired environment. The benefits are immense: real-time data collection, enhanced monitoring of hard-to-reach areas, and the ability to gather granular insights without intrusive equipment. However, challenges include ensuring battery life, addressing privacy concerns, and managing the sheer volume of data collected. With predictions indicating that billions of these sensors could be in use soon, Smart Dust is poised to revolutionize industries ranging from agriculture to urban planning. Are we ready for this invisible revolution?
There is a way to keep yourself shielded from all of this. You gotta research magnetism and copper together. See what kind of shield you can build for yourself. The only problem is you can't use your cell phone when you have this shield on you.
The reptilian hybrids have been known to shapeshift temporarily into their reptilian form. So that's happened with 3 of them whom I know about. One of them, a beautiful hybrid living in England, her name is Charmaine. The way that she got confirmation that she is a hybrid was having an encounter with some of her reptilian extraterrestrials, and she has encounters with other types as well, and genetics from other types. But in one encounter when she was about age 27 with her reptilian extraterrestrials, they helped her to shapeshift into her total, pure reptilian form.
And she can
And
do that,
she
goes
did.
back and forth?
And she can go back and forth as she pleases. Mostly she's human.
Yeah.
And but when she shapeshifted into her reptilian form, she was absolutely delighted. Now, most of us might be rather horrified at the thought, but she was delighted because she had always felt some reptilian in her.
You know, that reptilian shape-shifting ability is not that far-fetched or unbelievable that you think. There is a reptile on this world, chameleon I think it's called. It actually shifts its nature, if you will, to fit the environment, to hide itself. So a species that is probably more advanced should not have that difficulty in shape-shifting, making you believe that they are actually human.
The doctor to assess certain celebrities' risk factors and make her analysis. For example, she says, it appears Britney is suffering from a major psychological disorder and that it might actually be bipolar. Could be that. The doc then predicts how much longer they'll live. Sick, I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people don't get help or straighten up fast, I haven't pre-read any of this. Britney won't make it to the age 30, Lindsay won't see 25, and Michael Jackson has no more than 5 years left. At the other end, Angelina's going to have a long, healthy life, and so will George Bush and Nicole Richie.
If you're not already bipolar,
I hear yelling in the booth. Are they yelling at me for the way I read that?
No, you did great.
Okay.
But if you're not,
Excuse me.
I could hear Lisa yelling.
Give her a break. She didn't read it earlier. She doesn't know the story. It's okay. Just stop it. She's okay.
I could hear you.
First of all, leave Britney Spears alone, all right? Second, they're yelling at you because you're shape-shifting uncontrollably.
An Instagram account captured what appears to be Till Lindemann from Ramstein shape-shifting his eyes into a reptilian form. I first saw this in Contactor RV1. This is the video. So in this video, you can actually see him, you can see normal eyes, and then here you go, right? So I thought that this could be fake. I mean, like, not from the original video. So I went over to the original video in the concert in Paris, 2017. Indeed, you can find this in 30 minutes and 22 seconds. Well, I'm gonna play the original video, and you guys tell me what you think. Let's take a look at the original video. Right now. So pay attention, you got his eyes pretty normal, right? And then, boom, what the heck? I'm gonna zoom in and replay the video. Pay very close attention. What is going on here, guys? Look at that. Oh my gosh. I wanna know your thoughts. Is this the real deal or is it maybe fake? CGI? You tell me.
That is definitely real, and it looks kind of cool. We're gonna see more of that in the next upcoming video. So check that out.
Did you take the car from the back? Don't do that.
Get.
Hug it.
Man, all right. Yeah, that's all for today, folks. Remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.